Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your new blessings reading for this new month. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. If you would like to watch the link to the extended is down in the description box below, as well as in the first comment that is pinned down below. And for any personal reading inquiries, you can also find that link down in the description box below. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. All right, so you are starting with the blessing here of the... Oh my goodness, what is going on? Okay. So remember that I do general reading. So this could be related to either career, love, finances, family members, friends, whatever area of your life this pertains to. But this is a big commitment. Okay, whether it's you finally committing to that idea and getting started, the ball rolling with a project, with a business endeavor. For others, it could be related to you finally committing to something related to your family. For others, it could be a love commitment, right? But it says here that this is going to end up in a big, huge celebration because you have here wedding. So like I said, whatever area of your life this pertains to, wedding is the significance here where this commitment is going to end up in a celebration. Whether it's, again, like I said, committing to an idea, you have an idea to get started with a project, with career endeavors, with finances, friendships, any kind of love relationship, family, whatever it is, but it's going to end up in a huge celebration. In this case here in this card, it says wedding. So it says here, marriage and commitment in general is the union of two things that come together, or two people that join forces and come together, two souls joined in whatever area of your life this is, whether it's love, whether it's family, career, but there is love here, there is mutual respect and commitment. So again, whatever area of your life, mutual respect, love, appreciation, and commitment. This signifies a desire to deepen this situation, this love, this career, this project, over time. It's something here that doesn't just happen out of the blue, out of the oblivious. It takes time, right? In order for a person to get married, it's like, they meet, they become friends. After friends, they become, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then, they become more official, and then the engagement comes. So it's like step by step. So there's something here related to something that you've been working on, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, a career. And right now you might be kind of overthinking whatever this is. Okay, you might be a little bit confused, a little bit stressed. So it says here, your wedding day, or this commitment day, is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power or in the belief of yourself. Okay, continually breathe life into that faith, into that career, that idea, or that love, dearest one. So again, this is all going to end up in a big celebration. For a lot of you, it's actually a wedding. You might be, kind of meeting somebody here, or have been getting to know somebody, and you guys have the potential for commitment. If it's a business partner here, you guys have the potential to become really good business partners. Or it could be a career that you're working on, okay, whatever this is, but it's going to end up working out in a big, big way. Let me know in the comments below, but that is definitely part of your blessing. Look at that big blessing, commitment here, some kind of commitment here, but you've got to believe in yourself. You have to keep breathing. It says, keep breathing positive, light into it, positive thoughts into it, positive feelings into it, and it will work out for the better. But you have to have faith. And the one that flipped out here is the Magician. As I say that, this is saying that basically you have the power. You hold the power. If you want to create this reality, this job, this commitment, if you want abundance in your career, in your business, if you want love to expand into a wedding, into a marriage, then the power lies within you, because the power of the Magician is, the power is basically the fact that he creates his own reality, okay? And this power comes with responsibility. That means that you need to really become aware of your thoughts, what you're thinking, because that's what you're going to create. What you're feeling, because that's what you're going to create. If you're thinking negative thoughts, the worst thing is going to happen out of this situation, out of this business, job, career, relationship, then guess what? You're going to create it, because you are here being represented as a magician. So take care of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, because whatever you think and feel, you will create. It's very important for you to keep your thoughts positive and feelings positive during this month, okay? Because that's part of your blessing. Let's see. We're going to be going into your past, present, and future positions to see how this is all related to this blessing coming in. We're also going to take a look at your challenge position, how to overcome that challenge, and what is coming towards you, who's coming towards you, and what's in your opportunity. All right, so let me know in the comments below how this reading all resonates for you. Because remember, I did mention to you guys, you know, the whole ordeal with the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, hiding all of my videos. So I appreciate your comments down below. It really helps support my channel, and giving this video a thumbs up, liking the channel, subscribing to the channel, and of course commenting down, even if it's commenting an emoji, letting me know how this reading all resonates for you. You really help support my channel to keep it away from being shadow banned from YouTube. Thank you so much, and let's dive right into your reading. So some of you guys, let's see, you might be dealing with, I see a sign of Sagittarius. I see double Sagittarius. I'm also seeing here the sign of Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay, let's go ahead and get some further clarifications from this deck. And let's start off with the bottom of the deck of this one here. You have the 10 of Wands. You could be feeling very drained, very tired, overwhelmed, to where your mind is, you know, kind of, I feel like it's playing tricks on you. Okay, I feel like your mind might be, you know, on overdrive, overthinking a situation. Oh my God, what if this ends up not working out? What if this ends up, you know, happening? And so I feel like there's something here that is burdening you. Whether, you know, I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, you've had a really rough day at work, and you know, your boss was yelling at you and nothing was going in your direction. Then you come home to your partner, and your partner, you know, says something, just, you know, a casual comment, and you just kind of like blow up. So there's something related, whether, again, this is you towards somebody or somebody here towards you doing this. Okay, because energies can be reversed. But if this is you, it's just an example of the way that you've been feeling so burdened to the point where you might be overly sensitive. You might be overreacting. You might be reading too deeply into situations. Or if you like meet a new person, right, and you've had a bad day, and you kind of, you know, get a sense of that person perhaps being a little bit superficial because you've seen that person hang out with perhaps, you know, people who are a little bit superficial, but you don't know that one person. You just know that group of superficial people that perhaps they don't, you know, vibe with you. But because that new person, you saw them vibing with that group of, you know, superficial people, you might be thinking, oh no, that person's the same, right? That person's exactly the same. But, you know, they come over and they say hi to you and they're very polite, and you don't even give them a chance because you're like, nope, you're already, you know, connecting them with that group of people. So be careful right now, okay, to not judge a book by its cover, because I see that there's opportunities coming towards you, and you might be, you know, kind of on the defensive, or you might be overly stressed, overly burdened to the point where you might not be seeing them for who they really are, or the situation for what it really is, because of something else that is happening in your life. Okay, so just be aware. This is just calling for awareness here, because we do have here this blessing of wedding. You have to keep the faith. You have to keep your, you know, mindset positive, feelings, emotions positive. But let me know in the comments below, what is it that's burdening you? Is it an emotional burden? Is it something here from the past? It could be a past trauma. For others, it could just be the fact that you're very busy right now. You have a lot of things to deal with, you know, and then another thing comes up, and then another thing comes up. So, you know, try to take it easy right now. Try to take it easy. Now, we're going to be going into the clarifications in just a little bit, but Let's go ahead and jump into your challenge position. So for those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. Take the reading however resonates for you, because this can literally be pertaining to any area of your life, career related, love related, finances, friends. So in whatever position this is, okay, you take whatever resonates with you and leave what doesn't. So here in your challenge position, you have here the Tower, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So I see here that in your challenge position, yeah, so, there's something related to you sweeping the real problem under the rug, right? And that's exactly what I was talking about. The two examples that I gave you at the beginning is exactly a representation of that, right? What happens when a person has problems in their job, in their career? It could also be vice versa. You have problems in your home, in your family, in your relationships, personal relationships, love relationships, and then you go to work and then somebody says something and you get triggered at work, right? Because of something that is happening in your home environment, or vice versa, or inside of you, right? Whatever this is, it's like this is saying that it might be a little bit challenging to bring the real problem, okay, out into the open. Why? Because either one, you don't want to cause a shakeup, you don't want to see this fall apart, you don't want to see this crumble. But I feel that the more that you try to avoid it or hide it, the bigger that it gets. Now I'm seeing here that also this could be related to something here. The reason why this is happening is because you feel drained. You feel like you've invested a lot of your time, your energy, your money, your effort into a job, a project, career, idea, a person, a relationship here. And you're like, okay, when is this ever going to give back to me? Okay, that kind of vibe. When is the payoff going to show up in my life? Now, I'm seeing here that for others of you guys, part of the challenge has to do with an indecision. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I leave, or do I, try it out again? Okay, do I go left or do I go right? Do I say something or do I not? Right? There's a decision here that you need to make and you're not making it. Therefore, you're kind of, suffering more the more that you put it off. Let me know in the comments below what this is all pertaining to. Is this pertaining to your career? Is it happening in your love life, relationships, family dynamics? Could be a project with coworkers, with friends, with family members, a boss, whatever this is. Now here it says pretending. Who is pretending here? There's somebody who's pretending here, and that's part of the challenge. Is it you that's pretending? Let's see. It says pretending. I am tired of pretending that I am happy in the situation when I'm really not. The silence is now killing me. So whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career, a job, somebody here is pretending that they're happy in that job, in that relationship, in that family dynamic, in that friendship, whatever this is, when they're not. And the silence is killing them. If this is you, since it is your reading, there's something here that you haven't expressed, that you haven't said. I mean, literally, I cannot make this stuff up. Okay. And so there's something here related to somebody here having to express themselves, open up, because they've been in denial about the real problem. I'll give you another example. Let's say, for example, you blew up on somebody or somebody blew up on you. However it happened or is going to happen. Okay. Because remember, this reading is for the entire month. So for those of you guys who are a little impatient and you're like, oh, that doesn't resonate for me right now. Well, maybe you should watch it now and then throughout the month or at the end of the month, okay? Because it's literally for, the entire month. So, there's something here related to a person who is kind of wearing a false mask, okay? And for others of you guys, if there has been an argument, some kind of, disagreement of sorts, this is what could have happened, because I'm getting it very clearly. Yeah, I'm hearing very clearly that there could have been or could be, if it hasn't happened yet, miscommunication, to where somebody reacts instantly and they lash out, they say something that maybe they shouldn't have said. And then in retrospect, you're like, oh my gosh, I was just really stressed out and I shouldn't have said that. Like, I exaggerated, it was too much, And so now this person is like, well, no, I can't say sorry anymore. I can't, make myself look dumb, like I made a mistake, because I won't feel good. It's like your ego is in the way. So somebody here might be feeling like, should I finally say that I made a mistake or should I not? For others, you're just hiding something. You just haven't expressed something and you feel like, right now you're pretending to be happy in a situation when you're really not, okay? The silence is killing somebody. It could also be a decision that you may have made recently and you thought it was a right decision, or somebody made this decision about you, and somebody here might be saying, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should, talk about it instead, right? That kind of vibe. Let me know what's happening here in the comments below. In the recent past, you also have here the Nine of Wands, as well as the Nine of Swords. So here in the recent past, there was some kind of situation related to, I feel like you were very closed off, okay? Somebody here was very closed off. If this is you, then it's you. If it's somebody else, okay. But it's your reading, so I'm going to say it, the way that I see it. You were very closed off in the recent past, and I see here that it was because you went through a lot. You went through hell and high water with relationships, with your job, with your career, and you put up a wall. Okay, you put up your walls. You were a little bit sensitive, a little bit defensive, but soon thereafter, a happy-go-lucky person came into your life. This person was very open. They were very extroverted. They were very kind of like, oh no, let's do this, let's do that. And so at first you were kind of like, no, absolutely not. No, you give me a very bad vibe. I already know your type, that kind of vibe, because they seem so friendly, so extroverted, bunch of ideas, whether this was happening in your career, in your business life, family life, relationships, love, friendships, whatever this was. I see here that this person created a lot of stress within you. Okay, there was a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights. I feel that you were overthinking. You were always thinking about the worst case scenario. What if this ends up happening? What if that ends up happening? What if this person cheats on you? What if all these bad negative thoughts were coming from some kind of trauma, unhealed, unresolved situation from the past. For others, it could have been this person's inconsistent behavior. Okay, could have been that you were dealing with a person who was very different than you. Okay, they were very inconsistent. They were very kind of like, they would say one thing and then they would change your mind. And then they would promise one thing and then they wouldn't deliver, right? And so this person was kind of like, really stressing you out for one reason or another. I'm seeing here that also it says weirdos. You make me feel comfortable in my skin. I can be myself with you. So that means that you felt very comfortable, okay, being around this person. There was something, it's very interesting because I feel like this came up in your last reading as well. If you want to watch it, the links are in the first comment that is pinned down below. And so I feel like for a lot of you guys, this has to do with the fact that you were very confused as to if this person is real or not. Like, it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. Are they being honest with me or are they not? It's like, on one side of the coin, you felt like you guys were meant to be, whether it was a friendship, a business partnership, family, love, whatever this was, because you guys were able to talk for hours. You guys had fun together. You guys could be weird with each other. You guys felt like you could be yourselves with one another. But then on the other side of the coin, they kind of stressed you out a lot. Okay, so let me know in the comments below what that was all pertaining to. Now, in your present energies here, currently speaking, you have the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the Temperance. So right now, I do see that, yeah, there's some kind of conflict happening within a connection where there once was some kind of, deep bond, deep connection. And if this is career-related, love-related, finances, family-related, could have been that at one point you guys did see eye to eye. But right now I see that there is some kind of jealousy, whether it's conflict, drama. It could be gossip. It could be people around you jealous of this connection, of the situation. For others, it could be that somebody here is gossiping and or just a sense of competition. Okay. Could just be, a conflict here. But there's some kind of disagreement, some kind of conflict happening here in this situation. And I see that right now, what you need to do is to temper your feelings, temper your emotions. Don't kind of like get ahead of yourself when it comes to judging the situation or judging the person. Because I feel that right now, your emotions are a little bit heightened because you feel overburdened or stressed because of something that's happening. Okay, so temper your feelings, temper your emotions. I see here that what you need to do is try to create more balance within yourself. right now is what I'm sensing. Okay. Now here with butterflies, it says here, the butterfly knows the beauty of change and it settles when you least expect it. So the reason why right now there's a lot of conflict going on, drama or confusion, it could be as simple as confusion, or you feel internally conflicted. Like, should I listen to my mind? Should I listen to my heart? What should I do? That kind of vibe. Okay. Whether this is you or somebody around you, it's because there's a lot of changes happening within this situation, whether it's your job, career, family dynamics. It could be a lot of changes happening in a love relationship, in your friendships, whatever this is. There's a lot going on. Okay. And this is saying that, the butterfly knows the beauty of change. That's what it says here, right? A butterfly is not born a butterfly. A butterfly has to go through different phases. It first goes through the caterpillar phase, and it goes into the pupa phase, and then it becomes a butterfly. So this situation, remember how I did mention at the beginning of the reading, wedding, a commitment, any kind of commitment, career commitment, family commitment, a project that you're working on with love, whatever this is, this type of wedding commitment type deal has to do with you giving it time. It's a process. Okay. It says here, let me read it out to you again. This is, it signifies a desire to deepen the situation over time. It's not something that happens instantly. It has to go through different phases, different changes. And so this situation right now is going through a lot of changes. But what I'm sensing is that it's already kind of like in the last phase. Number one, because you already have wedding, right? What is the last thing that happens in a relationship, in any kind of relationship, before commitment, before signing the document, before signing the agreement to partner up in a business with a person, before signing, the paperwork to get married? It's a process, right? And so right now I feel like you're in that last phase where the caterpillar has already gone through the caterpillar phase. This connection has already gone through the first phase, or this situation, first phase done. Okay, middle phase, okay, done. And it's right now in the pupa phase. It's about to expand into a butterfly, but it's not going to happen when you want it to happen. It's not going to happen when they want it to happen. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. This situation is all about timing, a perfect timing. Okay. And so right now it might be a little bit difficult to deal with all these challenges, all these changes. You might be losing hope. You might be losing faith. But remember, the butterfly knows the beauty of change, and it settles when you least expect it. When you least expect it, if you are patient enough, this situation is definitely going to turn out in your favor. It's going to end up in a big commitment, celebration, wedding, whatever this is. It's going to work out. In the near future, you have here the Seven of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Devil. So here in the near future, I do see that you're going to be getting a lot of options, okay? There's going to be a lot of options opening up to you. For others of you guys, you might be thinking about opening up to new things, new people, new jobs, new opportunities, new careers. They're going to show up in the near future for you. I see here that in the near future, you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to make a choice. Do you go back into that toxic cycle, whether it's a toxic cycle with your career, business, family, love, whatever this is, or do you choose one of these options? Now, it might be a little bit tempting to go out there because there might be all these temptations, right? Because the devil also represents temptation, right? It's like, okay, maybe you are tempted to not commit to the situation, not commit to a job, not commit to your career, not commit to your passions, because there's all this glittery stuff that's showing up in the near future. Make sure that you choose wisely. Okay. Now, I'm also seeing here that in the near future, there might be some kind of help coming in that you've been wanting from somebody, but it might be attached to something toxic, or it might be attached to temptation. For others, somebody here might be needing your help. Okay. And that might be attached to some kind of temptation. This could also be self-sabotage. In the near future, temptation is going to knock on your door. Are you going to self-sabotage again? Are you going to continue numbing the pain with temporary pleasures, with temporary things, with temporary illusions? This is temptation coming into the near future. But you have free will. Okay. Now I see here it says cadence. You are my muse, my inspiration to create. You ignite my soul. So go towards that which inspires you. Go towards that which ignites your soul, not just whatever is glittery, okay? Not just whatever is new, right? Sometimes it's like a little kid with a new toy and then he, leaves it. So go towards that which you really value, right? What is your heart saying? What is your mind saying? And I feel here that in this situation, you have to go with what your heart is saying. Okay, so Cadence, you are my muse, my inspiration to create, you ignite my soul. For others, this could be a person here who is an artist, doesn't have to be, but somebody here who is inspired by you, and they're realizing that you are the one who ignites their soul. Okay, Cadence. In your opportunity, you also have here the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So in your opportunity, you have here an opportunity to finally put the past behind, to finally kind of say to yourself, okay, the worst is now behind me. Because this is going to be basically the worst is now behind you. You're going to gain some clarity, you're going to gain some truth, some kind of situation that may have turned out to be very painful, like a painful ending. I'm seeing here that you're going to learn the truth of the matter and you're going to start healing. I see with the Queen of Cups, you will be meeting a person, or you will be seeing a person for who they really are. This is a very highly intuitive, sensitive person who has your best interest at heart. Whether it's a new person that you will be meeting, they will be honest. Okay, the truth will be revealed here. In your opportunity, there's also some indication here where real emotions are going to be brought out into the open. The moon represents your emotions. Moonlight is a reflection of somebody's love. Okay, an opportunity there for a person here to express themselves to you, or for you to finally, express yourself to somebody. Now, let's go ahead and go into your clarifications. So let's clarify wedding and the Ten of Wands. Why is this here for you? The Knight of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and at the bottom here, the Empress. This could be Taurus or Libra energy. Doesn't have to be. But you're definitely headed towards victory. You're headed towards victory. You're headed towards success. Something here is about to bloom, grow, and blossom. Okay, it's going to be very beautiful, whether it's a career, a business, whether it's your finances that are going to bloom and blossom, whether it's a relationship, an idea that you have here, it's going to bloom and blossom. There's also this indication here where part of your blessing has to do with you kind of being more in tune with the energies of your feminine energies, right? Learning how to receive love. Maybe right now, there's somebody in the situation who doesn't know how to receive love, right? Who doesn't know how to, maybe you know how to give love, how to help people, but do you know how to receive it? You might feel a little uncomfortable when somebody shows up showing kindness to you or wanting to express themselves to you, right? It could be the fact that maybe you kind of are a little bit standoffish, or it could be them towards you, whatever it is. But I see that this is a practice. Okay, practice how to receive blessings, how to receive love. Okay, it's not always you that always has to help people. Okay, because it's reciprocity. Okay, now I'm seeing here that there's going to be success in this situation. Somebody here is going to come in with a quick message. There's going to be either a quick message. It could also be a lot of communication coming in from somebody here. It could be that somebody here might get triggered. If somebody gets triggered, whether you get triggered, this other person gets triggered, don't worry about it, because I feel that this is actually going to end up working out in your favor. It's that kind of rebelliousness, that shakeup that this situation needed in order for it to head into success. Sometimes things that are very slow and boring and steady, and nothing is happening, and then all of a sudden, there's a blow up. Something just all of a sudden happens and it pushes the connection, the situation, the job, the career where it needs to be. And I feel like this is exactly what that is. So don't freak out when this happens. I feel like it's going to happen. Okay. It's only going to get better. I feel like it's like what this business needed. It's what this idea needed. It's what this connection needed. It needed a little bit of a push. Okay. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but it's what it needed, because look at that. It's headed towards success, victory, abundance here. Could be a marriage. Also, look at that representation there of a commitment, Okay, your business finally booming and blooming, a connection here finally, joining together, joining forces, but you're headed towards success if you continue to have faith and if you do not give up on yourself or on the situation. We're going to be going into the extended now. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.